What's going on, everybody? I'm pro singer David Braley, singer-entertainer based out of Phoenix, Arizona, and today I'm checking out a little bit of Mrs. Greenapple. Today, we've got I'm Invincible live. Here we go. Great flip into his head voice. Ooh, that's high. Wow. That's a note. Oh, is that an A flat? G? Wow. Oh, yeah. That's a note, man. That's a high note. That is huge. He's singing right up in his top of his register, bouncing just around his passaggio range, which, if you don't know, that's the highest chest voice you could sing and the lowest head voice you could sing. It's this little range where it's uncomfortable and you can't hit all the notes, and you got to work really hard to work through. But he's just bouncing all over it, just jumping it and singing in his head voice, mixing into his chest voice. Now, the thing is with that type of singing, when you do that, you have to sit down with the music and almost plan it out exactly when you're going to sing your chest voice and in your head voice, because it's all about placement. If you let your head voice go into a little bit too low, you lose the quality of the sound. If you flip it too high, you could crack on the notes. So it's a game. You have to go through and you really have to try different techniques, different ways. And clearly he's found a way to nail this song without much of an issue. And he's just bouncing around with throwing his head voice up right back into his chest voice, not wavering on any of the notes, and then of course finishing with that high, what sounds like a G. I don't know, I don't have my piano, and but yeah, I'm guessing. But just what an insane note. Really great register, nicely placed forward. You could hear it's in this placement here, almost here, but I'm exaggerating to just make the point. But you could hear it's very forward placement, which is a very safe spot for your voice to sit in. Hear that? 3, 1, 2. Nice little change. It's a 3/4. Back to 4/4. Nice. Such great energy. This band has such great energy. Now, you guys could probably answer this for me, especially because if you know the band well and you've listened to their stuff for a long time. I'm hearing strings. And now I don't know if that's coming from the keyboard player or that he's doing the strings, or if this is, or if they're playing to a click track, which often happens when bands do these big masterpieces, these big arrangements, but they don't have the orchestra or the choir or whatever touring with them. They'll either have a few people do a much smaller version of it, or they'll have it tracked and it'll be attached to the music. So the click track will start, and as the music goes through, it's already attached on the click track right in time with the music, so it just lines up perfectly. And you play with a backing track, which is perfectly legit, especially in live big shows like this. Sometimes you want that click track, so you don't faff about with the rhythms. You keep a consistent timed show. And sometimes people just some musicians just like it. They like having the tempo. Drummers like having the tempo in their ear. Some people hate it, abhor it. But the more that it gets used, the more used to it people get, and the more common we start to see it. So yeah, I'm just interested as to whether or not those strings are coming from the keys or the strings are coming from the background track. Either way, sounds great. I like the addition. Really, really nice. It fills out the entire sound. Cool. Great lights. Check out the lights. That was excellent during that whole solo. I'm going to go back a little bit because I want to watch that again. But during that whole solo, you could tell the lights were matching with the music. Now that could be someone, if you're running it manually, he could do that manually. Or if this was pre-recorded, this could be hooked up all to a time code. The click track, the lights, the stage movements, the LED screens, whatever there may be, all the pyrotechnics, all working together on the time code. So when it comes to these, they could program during the song, when it comes to these cool instrumental spots, they could play the lights with the music. So like they do here. See that? Relax. Like build. Really, really well done by the light designer. That's a big note. He's got some belting pipes, man. I'm invincible. Great melody line. Get the harmony. He just took that high note and just raised it a third. That's just ridiculous. He just flipped into it completely. That was probably a B. What he just jumped up to. That was insane. Just what a great voice. What a great energy. The whole band had such a cool energy. I like the lights. I like the whole stage interaction with the music. That adds a level of awesomeness in a concert. It's really it's a visceral feeling when they do that with the lights and the stage technicians and everything like that. It's a cool effect. It works well. It goes down a treat. I love these guys. Their voices are great. Their stage performance are great. They're just fun to watch live. And their music is good. Jumping into 3/4 or 6/8 timing and then right back into 4/4. They're messing around with their timings, with their rhythms, their syncopations, and then his voice is just, like I said, it's like butter, just floating up and down the scale, skipping over his passaggio range like it doesn't even exist. Wonderful. Guys, I had a blast with this one. I hope you did too. Until next time, I'll catch you all on the flippity flop. Cheers, guys. Bye.